Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Outer Worlds. Be with you in just a short moment here, solving a few issues on my end. Looking good, bumping up my volume a little bit, and we're live. Hello, folks. There we go. All right. Great. Welcome back. We're in the Outer Worlds. I'm going to send a brief update to Discord here. Just make a quick announcement. Homerem. Oop, not Homerem. Twitch.tv/Homerem. Great. Looking good. So, let's jump right back in where we left off. We are solving a mystery. The last time we walked around, we found out a lot more about what's going on. There's also, a giant slug problem that everyone seems to be ignoring. We went through the puzzle hedge, fixed a pool, found a watchman. We solved the problems going on in the purpleberry orchards. And also, we found all the variants of Spectrum vodka and got ourselves a new gun. We also briefly met a mascot for Rizzo's Rangers who was digging around our room and then was found dead shortly thereafter, to the surprise of nobody. So we are here to talk to everybody on the VIP floor before doing anything else. That's Spencer Woolrich. He's part of our main mission. We also need to find and talk to Birdie, and he's at the spaceport. So we're going to eventually talk to Spencer Woolrich, but first, we have a mapped floor to explore and just look around. So we're going to go the wrong way first. Always go the wrong way first. None of these people have names, so they're not going to talk to me and say anything useful. You, however, Zeke Hannigan. I see you. I'll talk to you in a sec. Oh, well, this room was knocked over.
How? Never mind. I don't think I want to know.
All right. That was unexpected. What is this? A tossball signed by Birdie Black Hole Holcomb. Presented to Dr. Margrave on a special guest episode of Space Hospital to thank her for removing a tossball stick embedded in his head. Okay. Broken glass bottles. A purple berry.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Good to know. It's probably this dead cow.
Multiple discrepancies detected. First discrepancy. A woolly cow is present in this hotel room. Woolly cows are an import species for the Wilderness Exploitation Reserve and are incapable of affording upper-class accommodations. Second discrepancy. This woolly cow is dangerously inebriated with Rizzo's Spectrum vodka. Alcohol sanguinization ratio exceeds recommended maximum.
Not great. That's some worrying discoloration in the eyes.
An accurate observation, Inspector. This woolly cow is suffering from symptoms consistent with a hangover. A brief survey of this area reveals that the most recent occupants were athletes belonging to the Rizzo's Rangers Tossball Club.
In surprise, I am not. Was Black Hole here?
Insufficient data.
Great.
A brief survey of localized property damage, divided by the area of this room, yields the following estimate. This unit was likely occupied by every member of the Rizzo's Rangers. -1.
-1. Interesting. Conclude my exam. What else is going on here? Lots of bottles. That thing looks kind of like the whatchamacallit that I had in my other room. Excuse me, woolly cow. Ball plaid collection. Great. Hat. It's mine. Don't need that. Ball cap. Great. All right. Tossball stick. A champion tossball stick. I think I have one of these. Mag pick, armor parts, unimportant. A lot of grossness on the ground. Not too intrigued by that. All right. Talk to you in a sec. Keep exploring back here. Another party room.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Interesting. We'll follow up over there in a moment. Some vodka. I already found the indigo. Don't need you anymore. More horrible grossness in the shower. This is what we're dealing with today, folks. Gross showers. Don't have gross showers. Let's not do that. Not for us today. Just looking around. The Dissident Queen Chapter 2. Two huge shapes suddenly bore down on them. Halcyon Helen saw that these were the same creatures she had faced on Maximilian Mercer's ship. From the waist down they had human attributes, but above they were slick and jet black. These were the Dissident's evil agents, half men, half giant, limbless slugs. Acting with canid-like swiftness, darted out of the way as the first slug struck out with its fangs. Olympus Opal, however, was not as fortunate. So paralyzed was she by the first creature's visage that she could not defend herself from the second. Its teeth clamped down on her neck, and after a few moments' struggle, she expired. Ooh, rip Olympus Opal. Drew pistols taken from Mercer's corpse, functioning well despite their economic make. Great mention there. Apologies, my friend, as she looked down on Olympus Opal's still body. I wish you had heeded my warning. The colony has lost a great employee today. Well, goodbye, Olympus Opal. You will be missed. Champion blocker. A picture. What are you? A signed tossball stick. All right, that seems like a clue. Tossball cards. Don't worry about me, folks.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Oh, interesting. Okay. So let's see what's going on here first. First, garbage can.
The charred fragments of a letter lies at the bottom of this wastebasket.
Can you identify what was on the letter?
Unfortunately, most of the writing is beyond recovery. The words station, meeting point, and emergency are all that can be discerned.
Interesting.
Station, meeting point, emergency. You think it's talking about the atmospheric station? Or maybe the pilot house? Could be anywhere.
My vote is for anywhere. It's cold.
Someone burned this letter shortly after Halcyon Helen's death.
And the plot thickens. Better keep looking around. Can't use this computer. However, we do have footprints. As well as some more useful materials, not information. I don't think I need that weapon. The rifle weapon. Oh, I do need that weapon. Just grab that. Champion sticks. All right. Tell me what's up with these footprints.
A single footprint, size 10, tossball cleat sized.
Analyze the footprint for residue.
The soil in this residue contains a very high concentration of oxygen.
Usually points to the terraformer.
Well done, Inspector. The weather monitoring station at the pilot house substitutes for a terraformer. The soil in his footprint likely came from there.
They point me to the Phaeton Pilot House Weather Monitoring Station. Good to know. What's this about? A signed tossball stick, huh? Bertie Holcomb believes his signature tossball stick must actually bear his signature. This is Bertie's tossball stick. Interesting. All right. Well, this room has been searched quite thoroughly. Some delicious vending machines where I will purchase my ammunition. And not much else, it looks like. All right. Here is something to unlock. Whose room are we looking in? Energizing ointment, skin cream, Level head. Interesting. Let us close this door now. A purple outfit. Purple berry punch. Skin creams. Classic Wear Express. Mock apple cider. Nico pads. This might just be someone's room. Classic Wear Umbra. Let's pick this up. Thank you. Interesting. All right. We've explored these 3 rooms. Go talk to the other tossball player in here. Let's do a quick reconnoiter, see if anything else is worth investigating or trying to steal. Doesn't look like it. So, how are you doing today?
Zeke Hannigan, Rizzo's Rangers 16th back. Pleased to meet you. What can I do for you?
I had questions about the murder.
Oh, you must be that inspector people have been talking about.
Indeed.
It's a damn shame about Miss Helen. She was always real good to me and the rest of the Rangers. Birdie's taking it pretty hard. Miss Helen was the love of his life.
Is
So,
that what he
did you wanna
says?
know?
Where were you at the time of the murder?
I'm ashamed to admit it, but me and a couple of the other Rangers spent the night in Constable Keene's cells down at the spaceport. We didn't do anything serious, just a bit of pranks and vandalism. It's what usually happens when we all get to drinking.
Jocks, am
Guess
I right?
Constable Keene saw things a bit differently and had us hauled off.
Whoops. Was Birdie with you?
No, we lost him somewhere along the way. Or maybe he managed to get away? I can't rightly remember. But he was definitely not sharing a cell with us. That much I know.
All right, tell me about the 2 of them.
Oh, Birdie was mad about Helen. He was certifiable. The big galoot loved Helen about as much as he loved the game. Trouble is, Birdie was not blessed with an abundance of temper. Helen kept Birdie steady. If he lost his temper around her, it'd be because something broke between the 2 of them.
Let's see. Sorry, I'm just doing a bit of a little zoom here. Just get a little bit bigger in the picture. That's all. All right. Do you think he could have killed Helen?
What? Law, no. Birdie's got a fierce temper, but there's no way he'd ever have laid a finger on Miss Helen.
All right. Do you think of anyone who would want to kill her?
Miss Helen was outspoken. She made her share of enemies on account of her expressing herself. Just between you and me, I heard rumors the Prophet never much cared for Helen's brand of blunt honesty.
The prophet of profitability, you say? Interesting.
What can I do for you?
How long have you been on the Rangers?
About half my life. You know I was named 3rd most profitable investment on 2 non-consecutive seasons? Ain't a lot of players who can make that claim. Except for the guys who came in 1st and 2nd, I guess.
Yeah,
I spent
except
the last
for them.
season injured and almost got sold to the Hephaestus Hammers. But now I'm all convalesced. Ready to lay into some Cleo darlings, you know? Really break some legs.
Let's do it. What brings you all to Eridanos, huh?
Since it's the off-season, we're helping support the launch of Rizzo's Spectrum Brown. Meet the fans, sign tossball cards, that sort of thing.
Great.
Just between you and me, Rizzo's ought to cancel the whole event out of respect for Miss Helen.
I agree. Why is there a woolly cow in one of the rooms?
We sort of borrowed her from the Wilderness Exploitation Reserve while we were drunk. I have no idea how we managed to sneak her in here without being spotted. Don't worry.
A real
we'll
mystery.
return her safe and sound.
More important than the murder.
Mostly sound.
This must be solved
Hungover's still sound,
right away.
right?
Post haste. All right. It's enough out of you, I guess. All right. These rooms have been searched. We will look on the other side. First, Woolrich's room will be last. So we'll go this way. Oh, it's Burbage. Hello, sir. You've been leaking a lot of materials. That's a little yucky, buddy. Hello.
Initiating banter protocol. Now, simulating familiar and welcoming demeanor, Burbage 3001 is trained to recognize
A little Ghostbusters,
all
you think?
board-approved actors.
Appreciate you dropping
Greetings,
in.
fellow star. Your performance in Maverick Johnston's latest drama was memorable.
Oh, it remembers that I was a an extra in someone's movie. That's funny. Yeah, so this DLC, we're trying to solve a murder. There's also like a lot of gross slug parasites that are sticking out of people's necks, and I can't comment on that a lot, so it's a little frustrating because it's like there's just like a very visible like slug here. And everybody who has one is real happy, and it's very unsettling. You monster.
Burbage 3001 is impressed by your performance. My goodness, what emotion? Has your employer considered transferring you to your company's entertainment department?
You're real
Enter
flattering.
protocol exhausted, reverting to default behavior, grieving and despair. Oh, Halcyon Helen, may your atoms be commended to the aether.
Rip. LOL. Back away nervously. I don't know enough about machines. I like that he has a picture of a chef, or maybe himself as a chef. That's great. This is an acting robot. He is a robot who acts. There was a dead Burbage 2001 at a movie theater, or a movie studio, back in the day. This is his gym, perhaps? Pulls on a flywheel? That's funny. He does not care if I steal all of his things, though, which I appreciate. He has so many fun hats to wear. Oh, there's so many hats. I like that. What's this hat look like compared to the one I'm currently wearing? The Oxonian. Interesting. Oh, do you notice he signed his whatchamacallits? His photos with his name in binary. That's fun. Yeah. Neat. Alright, don't need that. We'll take these tanks. We can sell them. Hope you didn't need all this stuff. Alright. One hotel room down. That's last. I can't lockpick these with my current stats. Oh, almost. I just need this hat on. Alright. I wish you wouldn't look at me. Don't walk this way. You're doing the opposite of what I want you to do. Please don't look this way is what I was asking, sir. Please don't look at me. I won't try to pickpocket you. That's too much. Will you notice if I do this right now? Ooh, it's taking so long. Never mind. Don't talk to me. I'm just real cash. Ooh.
What?
Oh, never mind. Just stop looking at me, maybe. That's far enough away. Great.
Nicely done.
Don't look at me. Don't turn around. Ooh, okay.
Work.
That was the closest I've had to do lockpicking before. Okay. Pretty regular bathroom. Nothing seems amiss. Classic wear. Purple outfits. Just lockpick this for the experience points.
You're a deft hand for the mag pick.
Red banded fedora. Don't hate it. Night on the town. Free man business suit. Some money. A necklace to sell. Nothing else to scan, it looks like. Don't mind me, I belong here. Nothing in the bathroom. Don't need the liquor. Another fedora, don't need that. Don't need the revolver. I'll take the ammo. Fall plaid collection. Mag picks, thank you. Classic Wear Express, Classic Wear Umbra. All right, rooms searched. Let's look what we got. So, Classicware Express, leadership skills, dialogue skills. That's nice, but this is way better. Dialogue skills, tech skills, interesting. That's the exact same look. That's weird. I'm going to forget about that. Determination. That's fun. Versus leadership and persuade. Or a sweet cowboy hat. I could also wear this hat here. Not important. It's time for the top hat to return. All right. We will now... Definitely dead. It's a surprise he's not. What joy. You are talented. You are magnificent. You are a joy for others to be around. You are definitely not a 2-bit hack. You bring life to the world around you through the art of theater. Wow, what a nerd. With great fortune to you. So he keeps his own signed headshots by the sink. That's neat. It's a cool choice, buddy. Oh, he just has lots of extra copies, I see. This man's needs a lot of upkeep.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Oh, something over here with that. Maybe his alcohol. He has an acting award. A computer to use. Something to steal. Not a lot worth stealing. Lots of outfits. Hello, Spencer. I will talk to you momentarily. I want to see what's going on with this bottle.
Discrepancy detected. This bottle, recently discarded, contains residue from foreign substances. Chemical analysis complete. This unit has detected the following substances: oil, terrorray, blood, terrorray, unidentifiable biological fluids, terrorray.
Why was he drinking a Terra smoothie? Were they added later?
Yes, Inspector. Logical analysis indicates these substances were not present in the bottle's original contents.
What else was in the bottle?
This bottle contained Rizzo Spectrum vodka. The presence of terrorray biological fluids may have significantly improved its flavor.
One can only hope.
This cause extreme gastrointestinal distress in humans. Large doses can be fatal.
So this might have been what killed Halcyon Helen had she not been stabbed to death or shot. Let's read your computer really quick. Don't mind me. You have a fingernail and goldening appointment at 5:30. Great to know. From Woolrich to the management. New room demanded. There seems to be some kind of mistake. I first arrived at the Grand Colonial for this unveiling. I was led to a small sitting room, the kind that an individual might be able to relax in, before being led to the actual quarters. It has been a week and a half, and no one has yet arrived to deliver me to my actual room yet. This was meant to be my actual room. If I didn't know better, I might assume that you tried to place Spencer Woolrich, star of hundreds of serials, the hero of Aetherwave sets colony-wide, in a room where he can hardly walk from one end to the other without bumping his toe on the foot of his bed or his shoulder upon his desk. I might even assume that Ruth Bellamy was placed in the grand penthouse suite on purpose rather than by mistake. I'm sure the issue will be rectified soon. Don't tell me anything to the contrary. Okay. From management to Woolrich. Grand Colonial staff understand your consternation being placed in the VIP guest level. There was no mistake. Ruth Bellamy, as the spokeswoman, is currently stated to have the penthouse suite, and actress of her station deserves only the best. Very close as the second best selection of the hotel. Penthouse suite is only about twice as large as your current lodgings. All right, take care, man. I appreciate you stopping by. If you have any other requests, sure to respond after we get to Ms. Bellamy's. Okay. Guest safety. No heart of the horrible event. Okay. All right, dude. Let's talk.
About time you arrived. I see you haven't dressed the way I asked you to, but I suppose that was expecting too much of a non-industry lout. Expect a complaint to management. Now, unless you'd like to waste more of my time, I suggest we begin rehearsing. Ready? You've fallen right into my trap, Captain. Oh, don't bother to fight back. You cannot hope to stop me from installing philosophism as the system's reigning ideology.
Let's see. You'll never take over Halcyon, you fiend. My guy, I think, would play along here.
How does the scenery taste? Good, I trust. Wait a moment. You're not wearing a bellhop's ID, which must mean you're not Owen's understudy. That man can't even be relied upon to find his own replacement.
Sorry, bro.
Now, this is curious indeed. Who are you? And how did you get in here?
Your door was unlocked. Investigating Halcyon Helen. Name's blank. I'm a ship captain. I'm investigating the murder.
You're here to investigate me? Oh, I assure you, I'm nothing special. Just an old crook with more money than time. That was a quote from The Retiree's Revenge, in which I played an ex-thief turned decrepit old man. But, of course, I'm certain you already recognized it. Now,
Totally.
shall I sign first your weapon, your wallet, or perhaps something a little more personal? Undergarment signatures have been popular of late, or so I've heard.
I'm not here for an autograph. I'm here to ask questions.
Do you mean to say you're not a fan? Well, then how did you get in here? The only staffer cleared for guest room entry is the inspector for Bellamy's murder. Oh. Hello.
Duh. Hello.
Hi. Terribly sorry, Inspector. I didn't realize it was you. Understand that I am beyond willing to comply with your search for the fiend that did Bellamy in. You know, now that I look at you, you're the perfect reflection of me. Back when I starred in The Marauder's Bane, the absolute picture of justice. Anything at all. I might even give you a straight answer.
Who are you exactly?
I'm sure you're joking. Perhaps I'm not in my prime, but you've no doubt seen the name Spencer Woolrich on many a serial advertisement throughout your travels.
Nope. I think I've seen your name around.
You think? I mean, yes, of course. You have, obviously.
I hear you were poisoned.
Indeed. The agonizing bowel pain was most undignifying. While I've certainly had no shortage of inadequate hotel meals, this was most explicitly pronounced. I suspect poison. And who would be most likely to poison me but Chef Anwar? Oh, we've clashed almost non-stop about his slop preparation. He must have tainted my meal in retaliation.
Can you think of anyone other than the chef who might want to harm you? Helen was also poisoned.
How alarming! Whoever targeted her was certainly targeting me. I can only thank my ironclad constitution that I'm standing here before you.
Say nothing. Why didn't you go to the clinic?
Is that a jibe? Could you imagine the tabloid headlines? Spencer Woolrich, Aetherwave star, spotted in gastronomic distress. Oh, unseemly hardly describes the half of it.
Can you think of any other than the chef who would want to poison you?
None that I can think of. I treat all hotel staff equally, and with the minimum level of respect that they deserve.
How noble of you. All right.
Very well, then.
I've learned I'd like to ask you about the murder.
Certainly. But one quick question before we begin, if I may. How was it that Bellamy met her end?
Why are you curious?
I'm merely worried for my own sake. Perhaps whoever came after her could come after me next. But if you don't want to tell me, I understand. Whatever happened, I hope poor Bellamy didn't suffer.
All right. Speaking... All right. What were you up to at the time of the murder?
I was meditating, of course. That's how I get into character.
Wow. Who can corroborate that?
Respectfully, Inspector, it is rather counterproductive to commune with others while meditating.
Why were you meditating?
All actors have their methods, and this has been mine ever since I met that wonderful prophet of profitability.
Interesting.
For my role in The Unemployed Cometh, I had to lie face down on artificially heated pavement. The director wanted our suffering to be convincing. Needless to say, being able to leave my body helped to mitigate the pain, both during the 8-hour shoot and with the second-degree burns afterwards. I owe that woman much.
All right. How long have you worked with the prophet of profitability then?
Yeah, actually, only since I've been at the Colonial. The Unemployed Cometh was shot on site. That makes it a few weeks.
Interesting.
I cannot recommend her services enough. If you haven't been to see her yet, you really should.
Other questions?
I'll answer whatever you wish.
Did you know Helen very well?
Bellamy has been my co-star throughout the autumn of my career. I should like to think I knew her. In fact, I cannot name a single role in the last 10 years that did not involve her in some way, unless you count the uncredited silent shopkeep on Melissa's Meteoroids.
Must not have been flattering, staying aside a younger actress.
Oh, it wasn't. And don't think I haven't picked up on your tone.
It was detective-y, I hope.
Saving Bellamy is one thing, but killing her is another completely. It's also beneath.
Okay, buddy. How would you have killed her then?
Oh, come now, Inspector. What do you take me for?
An actor.
Man, I neither have the time nor the willpower to kill people for fun. Besides, I have my reputation to think of.
All right, enough about that.
I suppose that is enough on that grim subject.
Yeah, jerk. I want to talk to you about the poisoning.
Oh, must I relive that ghastly event again? My intestines still have yet to fully recover.
You'll deal. Oh, that's it. Okay.
Very well, then.
I've learned some things about your activities.
Oh, have you now? Please do go on. Don't leave me in suspense.
You're a real dick, dude. Found a bottle of tainted liquor. Might have something to do with the poisoning.
That, yes. Yes. I distinctly recall ordering an alcoholic beverage with my meal. This hotel is certainly bringing a new meaning to the phrase rotgut. Management shall receive the complaint to end all complaints.
I got my eye on you, buddy.
I'm quite used to being breathlessly watched.
Weird. It's a weird thing to say. All right. Goodbye. I've spoken to Spencer. I need to speak with Chef Anwar. Back out of this area. And so away we go.
Always so nice to hear you, Inspector. I'll get you to your
Never heard of the Outer Worlds? It's a pretty fun game. It's kind of New Vegas-y, like it's the same creators. So like it's got that, big focus on like the satire and the like the attitude of the, what's the word I'm looking for? My brain is broken. It's like the satire of anti-capitalism, the RPG elements, kind of similar to Fallout. Instead of vats where you freeze time, you have like this slow motion effect that you have on hand. Pretty cool. Pretty fun. All right, Chef, why'd you poison the guy?
Yes? Are you here for the double rack of smoked sprat? Well, I'm sorry to disappoint you, but you'll have to wait. Oh.
It definitely has like a BioShock
Let me
like
see if I can
art
pencil you in
style.
for
It's kind
later.
of Art Deco-y, but like the
Actually,
underlying
what am I
structure
saying?
is
I
more
can't do
Fallout.
that. I'm
Fallout
booked
New
for the
Vegas.
next month, you'll have to make a reservation.
Are you talking about food? Do you care about the crime? I'm here to investigate the murder.
You're the inspector? Here? Why? I mean, you may ask me whatever you want. I have nothing to hide.
Great. Did you prepare all of Helen's meals?
Of course I did. I would never allow anyone else to touch the meals of so important a guest.
All right. Are you sure no one else was involved?
Well, yes, I'm positive. Why?
If Helen was poisoned and no one else touched her meal, then you poisoned her. I need to make sure I got the confession. Something isn't adding up. Tell me the truth.
How? Oh, fine. There may have been times I left Helen's meal unsupervised. Spencer Woolrich and Bellhop Owens were underfoot in the kitchen as I was preparing Helen's meal. Either one of them could have tampered with the food when I was fetching ingredients.
Alibi's a little thin. Why should I believe you?
I understand your reluctance, but... Oh, I just remembered. The kitchen security camera. It'll prove I'm telling the truth about everything. Constable Keene has access to the security footage in her office at the spaceport. If you visit her, you can figure out what truly happened with Helen's meal.
Why are you being so evasive about leaving it unattended?
Well, it's a breach of professionalism, of course. Why else would I worry about it?
If you tell me the truth, I might be more inclined to believe the rest of what you say.
Well, I suppose that's as good a point as any I've heard. I may have taken some time to engage in a teensy bit of recreational drinking, and consequently, I may have been somewhat less than coherent after preparing Helen's meal.
Yeah, Fallout New Vegas was built on the Fallout 3 and Oblivion engines. You're right, yeah. Oh, a new fun fact. Okay, tell me. I'm ready. I'm here. I'm listening. Ears are open. Oh, Vampire the Masquerade? I haven't played that, actually. It looks neat. I'm kind of interested in the sequel coming out soon. Are you saying that Bloodline was made on the same engine as the other like Fallout 3 and stuff, or like this game is reminding you of that?
Yes, but not specifically. Owens often procures exotic ingredients from the creatures at the Wilderness Exploitation Reserve. Our guests can be rather particular.
Sure.
Let's not talk about the incident with the Raptidon pheromone glands.
Gross.
It's always hard to say when Owens might be back. If I were you,
Oh, I see.
I'd
Kind
make
of
the
same
trek to the
vibe.
reserve
I get that.
myself. Otherwise, who knows how
Okay.
long I'll have to wait.
What was Spencer doing in the kitchen?
Mr. Woolrich often finds the hotel's meals wanting. He
Oh,
seems to
interesting. I
enjoy
didn't know it was a source
complaining in
game. That's
person.
neat.
While I could appreciate someone with a discerning palate for once, I believe that Mr. Woolrich simply enjoys the attention he gets from us. Though don't tell him I said as much. If you wish to speak with him...
Yeah, I already
Mr.
spoke to him. All right. Guess we'll see if you're telling the
Thank
truth,
you
buddy.
for your understanding, Inspector.
All right. We got some things to do. Talk to Owens. Exploitation Reserve. He's in the pilot house. Exploitation. All right, so these two are in the same spot. Let's see. Is this outside? Yeah. All right, on our way out. All right, so let's take a look at the map. Where are we going? This is the spaceport. I mean, streams today's been going fine. I had to start a little bit late because of work, but other than that, been chilling. Nothing crazy. All right, so this is the spaceport. Exploitation deserve is north. All right. All right, so those are both here. So let's go this way first. Let's go find Owens. A bit stressed. I'm not stressed. I'm pretty casual.
Birdie again.
Stressed? No way.
He was duly embarrassed.
No way, man. Just chilling. It's hot as shit in this room. That's about it.
If I ever meet that man, remind me not to shake his hand.
But yeah, I've been doing pretty good. No complaints. All right, down. Here we go. Wilderness Exploitation Reserve. Let's see. What's going on over here? Any slug people? There's terror rays. Yeah, this is a cool planet. Like, it's all floating separate islands. It's pretty neat. Yeah, we got AC. It's just like our house is like 100 years old or something like that. So like the AC isn't as efficient as like a regular, like a more, I guess a more modern house setup would be. So like this room does get AC, but it kind of just like, it just sort of like whispers in. All right. Oh, well, that'll explain why, if I can get into this building or not. All right, well, a 150 lock. Can't get in there. Let's throw on my lock-picking hat. Oh, like fantasy setting in like D&D or what? For floating islands. So this dude barred the door to stay safe. Did not do so well for him. Who are we looking at here? Just a worker. Anything else to look at? Oh, all right. Yeah, I mean, it's an RPG, you know? Every hat does something better for you. So this hat happens to give me good lockpicking. This hat and this outfit is really good for like talking skills. I should probably put on. Oh, I guess that makes sense. Yeah, every setting can have that. Put on this sweet cowboy hat for better gun skills while I'm chatting or while I'm looking around. Last time we found one of the specimens. Already started excavating the habitat when I arrived. Unusually good mood. Delivery of specimens. Okay, so they found the parasites. Oh, yeah. All right, so this thing right here coming out of his neck, it's a parasite. Dude, so many hats, so many everything. So this, like, tail is a literal parasite that's burrowing into people's necks here, and they're all way too chipper about everything. It is very off-putting and pretty bothersome. And if they're over here, too, it means we've got some problems. So, not going to go down that way yet. I need to explore this area. We've got terror rays. You guys good? You chill? All right, cool. All right, well, terror rays, great. These guys were excavating something, it looks like. Nope. I'm just towards the end. This is I've pretty much done everything except like the last 2 story missions and 2 DLCs. So I'm kind of in the middle of one of the DLCs right now. And we explored this island over here. And this island is full of people with parasite necks. All right, down we go. Oh, yep, here's parasites. That guy has a parasite in his neck, and he'll be way too chipper to talk to me. It'll be great.
Great, here we go.
Like he's like laughing and shit.
Trying to infect me with your... Just wanted to make you
Yeah.
smile.
Lots of parasites down here. They make a horrible sound. And they're very off-putting because everyone's too damn happy. I don't believe the players can get parasites. Maybe there's a mission for it later on to grab one. But they're more just like a monster. What's cool about this game though is you can get like phobias of stuff. So like if so you'll notice like by my health bar there's a picture of like a syringe and an X, and there's a spider image. It means that I'm afraid of something over here. So like it's like a flaws system. So like if I stand over here by the edge, my character has acrophobia. So he's afraid of heights. It might not work actually over here because it's just a fall to death. But like my character is afraid of heights and robots. And so if I look at my stats, you'll notice I have a lot of negative. So like everything in the red, everything in the parentheses is actually like my active stats right now. And so if it's red, it's being affected by, in this case, my drug addiction. So I'm addicted to using my health kits. So I have to use them every once in a while, or else just my like several skills will take a huge hit in general. If I get down here, I'll figure out what the other issue is. I might have been afraid of the parasites too, but like I'm afraid of robots and something else falling. So heights. So both of those will cause my skills to dip when I'm around them. Like you can get a phobia of like what's the word I'm looking for? You can get phobias from like getting hit by too much of a certain type of monster, or like getting blown up too much. All right, Owens is dead. So what did that have to tell me? Let's see. Last seen heading to the wilderness. Okay, so he's just dead. Can I look at his item? Dude, robots mess me up. And it's annoying because I have a robot companion that I could bring out with me on missions, but he's like a reprogrammed like cleaning bot. So he's like, we're gonna clean up the monsters, or I don't know, I haven't hung out with him because whenever I do, the robot phobia kicks in, and so I can't talk to him anymore. Power cables. Recently fulfilled a quest for fresh Terra Ray bile. Okay, so what we're talking about here, the Terra Rays were those like bat things we just fought, and Spencer was I don't know if you jumped in while he was still talking to him, but he's like an old actor because we're here to investigate the murder of like an up and coming celebrity, basically. And both he and her were poisoned with something containing Terra Ray bile. So it looks like he ordered that for himself, interestingly enough. All right, but that's all we're going to do for that particular mission because I don't want to go to the other side. I'm going to explore the Wilderness Reserve. Yeah, no, I understand. Basically, all that has to really matter to you is we're solving a murder mystery on a crazy resort in space. And there's giant slugs that get stuck in your neck and control people and make them too happy. It's a grand old time. So we're heading over here. It's called the Wilderness Exploitation Preserve, which is funny. Probably just like wildlife and like hunting. So we got canids, giant dogs. That'll be fun. Yeah, it's a pretty cool, like the whole aesthetic is really neat. Like it is kind of Art Deco-y, kind of, what's the word we're looking for? Like Art Deco and like kind of a fun version of the future, but also like everything is hyper capitalist. So like, oh hey, let's not hit me, buddy. Like one of the first. Yeah, it's a really fun game, and I think this is actually like maybe AA technically, like in terms of like budget and everything else. Also, I'm walking slow because he crippled me, so like there's a lot of there's a lot of cool RPG elements in place about this one. All right, so it looks like they were capturing canids to maybe bring up there, and then they all got out. But like, it's a really cool aesthetic, and like in terms of the setting, you know, obviously we're in a different galaxy than our own. Like Earth still exists. This is set in a, you know, future version of our own, you know, setup basically. All right. Dirty danger, 11.5 seconds. 18th century RPG mechanics. I mean, I'm not actually sure if they based this on an existing system or not, or maybe if they went kind of back to GURPS like the Fallout games did. I'm not entirely sure. It's entirely possible that they kind of went their own way with it, because if you look at, like, you know, you have, like, these are your sort of, like, not maybe your attribute, yeah, they're attributes. So, like, you pick these when you make your character at the very beginning, and you can never change them. You can get bonuses based on, like, perks, or you can get them, they can be detracted if you have a phobia of some kind. And like each of these will inform one of your skills. So that's how you build out your skill tree. I would probably put it somewhere in like the like a Fallout 4 vibe, like stats affect damage, and you still have to be good enough at shooting. And that's kind of why they have the slow time thing, so you can like get some more precision out of it. Local game dev studio with relatively strange CEO game designer, full of ideas like this. That's pretty cool. I like that. Yeah, like one thing I like about this the aesthetic of it all is like the first planet you go to, the first guy you meet is a groundskeeper for a graveyard, and like everything is based in company towns. Yeah, the slow time is pretty cool. I'll try to show it off a little bit better in another fight, because like you can hover over dudes and it'll tell you what shooting them there might do. So like if you hit them in the head, they might be blinded, or they'll be afraid of you or something like that. But like the first guy you meet is a groundskeeper for a company town, and he works in the graveyard. And like the first thing you do is you have to collect everybody's payments. Bullet time, real. I hear you, man. You have to collect everybody's payments in order for them to basically keep renting their eventual graves. And so you kind of have this, it's like this weird dichotomy of everybody's like excited or stuck working for this company in a cannery, but, you know, you only make money that's useful in that planet's economy, so you can't ever escape. And the company dictates whether or not you're still useful, and you have to rent your own grave for when you die and can be buried. It's a pretty neat kind of layout. And it's also like, you know, because everything is based around your standing within your company, is like you can intimidate people being like, well, I'm going to leave a bad review with your manager. And they're like, oh, don't do that. I'll let you in. Don't be mean. So it's pretty cool like that. And the overarching plot of it all is your main character was on a transport ship for, it was called the Hope. And you were kind of Grapes of Wrath. Yeah. And you're on a transport ship called the Hope. And you were sent here, like, who's that? All right, tour guide, a woolly cow, great. You were sent to this particular galaxy system as like some of the brightest minds of Earth, like you know, like scientists, artists, all that stuff. And flying to this system from Earth takes like, I think it's supposed to be like 7 years of hypersleep, so you're, you know, frozen, everything else. But the Hope itself got knocked off course, and so you've been adrift for 70 years, and basically the company has written you off. Wait, how are you doing?
Chicken Cannon really knows how to run a hotel.
All right, so you'll notice this person doesn't have a parasite, so they're like just regular. But if we find another parasite person, they might have they might be way too chipper. basically you've been unfrozen by a guy who wants you to help him rescue the rest of the colonists aboard the Hope to help save the system. And as we've learned over the course of the game, basically this galaxy cannot sustain the food sources that grow here, and so everybody's slowly starving to death. And eventually, even though they can produce food, none of it will actually. You'll basically be starving with an empty stomach because you're never getting any nutrients you need. And the bad guys, the board, basically you can side with them from the beginning and kind of go the route of helping the corporations. The board wants to capture the Hope and kill everybody on it so they can use the cryo chambers.
Excuse me, Gunther. I need to ask you
Oh.
something.
Who in the hell is Gunter? I told you to call me Hunter. Come on.
Interesting.
Oh, right. Hunter, have you seen a little mechanical wandering through here? Might have been wearing my hat.
Hmm.
Can't say I have. I can sell you a new hat if you want, or some fine, legally obtained hunting supplies. You could go get that mechanical thief yourself.
She's not a thief. She's lost. I just want her back.
It's okay. Basically, I want to rescue a bunch of colonists on a ship where they're all frozen from flying from Earth. I guess that's true. Yeah, I would recommend it if you kind of like, shooty RPG stuff. It's definitely more stat focused than something like Fallout 4. But I think it's generally a smaller game. I think I've probably been in it for, I could probably tell you. I've played the game, I guess, so 35 hours or so, and I'm already halfway through one of the DLC. I probably have another 15, 20 hours left in it. Not a shooting guy. You can do, I guess if it's all first person, it doesn't really matter, but you can do you could be a hammer guy. There's also fun science weapons, like this gun shoots vodka for some reason. There's a gun that is literally a shrink ray. Yeah, BioShock, it's kind of, it's got similar vibes. I get that. All right, what's up, Hunter? You're clipping through the table there a little. Yeah, it's definitely less immersive sim than BioShock or Dishonored. Like people don't have sort of a set schedule and will ignore you if you miss them. It does sort of feel Russian. Let's see what this looks like, just briefly here. So it's turning different colors with the different kinds of vodka. And I think, yeah, it does plasma damage, but that's neat. What did I have there? Was it this guy? Yeah, I think that was a shotgun. All right, anyway. Whoops. Yeah, it's definitely people don't necessarily have schedules per se. They're a bit more static, so it's less immersive sim than something like Dishonored. But yeah, if you liked some of the old Fallout games and can tolerate, I would say this is medium skill level shooting. It's definitely not it's not a Call of Duty, It does pretty well. It's kind of a fun, just sort of the story is kind of silly and it has lots of fun science fiction vibes and stuff. It's pretty cool. I like it. Hours passed since Distant Hideout. Fought no small. So Halcyon Helen is the person who's died, and it's a character played by the actress has died, but Halcyon Helen is the character that everything is based around on this DLC. You want to play Vampire as a shooter? I probably should play Vampire sometime. On such free captive Hephaestus Harry. Okay, cool. What's up, dude?
Welcome to Hunter Legal's Legal Hunter Supplies. I am Hunter Legal. How might I help you today?
Well, dude, I'm investigating a murder.
Unusual. This whole land complex is a failed wildlife exhibition turned hunting reserve. You can't go 10 feet without stepping in unusual.
Okay,
But
sure,
I
dude.
reckon you're asking about people unusual. I'd go have a chat with the prophet of profitability. Maybe she can intuit you.
Yeah,
in
I gotta
right
play the Witcher
direction or
games,
something.
man. I keep
But
getting
seeing
like
as mighty
halfway through the
far in
tutorial and then I
depths of
fall
the
out for
reserve,
some reason.
Perhaps you should purchase one of my fine armaments for the journey.
All right. Is this the later? Do you have anything else to say?
Welcome back.
No. All right. You sounded like you have a problem.
Oh, hey there, stranger. Don't mean to interrupt your business, but have you seen a stray mechanical wandering about?
I don't think I have. Oh, explain what's happening.
Seems I'm running my mouth too much. My mechanical Betty up and wandered away a couple days back. I've been trying to track her, but the beasts make it hard. Personally, I prefer my organs inside my body.
Ditto.
The shopkeep says I should buy one of his rifles and go looking myself. But like my machine, I'm not combat inclined.
We can help her out, right? Won't take too long if we're on the job.
I know it's a pain, but I think I need some outside help. Job or no job, I'm not leaving Betty out in the wastes.
Yeah, I'll help you out, lady. What kind of mechanical is it?
Betty's just your standard tripod mechanical. Though she probably is still wearing my hat. Without it, she seems kind of naked.
All right.
The purpose is cacao milking, but the only cacaos in the reserve are close. Without a directive, she shouldn't have had reason to wander away from the milking area.
Well, let's see. Hope it's not milking something besides that.
You being genuine? I don't even want to think about how you came to know that.
I have science points. All right. I didn't think they would wander off.
I'm contractually obligated to inform you that slug mechanicals are not notoriously inclined to malfunction, and any rumors to the contrary are slander.
All right, cool.
But yeah, usually even slug machines don't get lost on their own, so I guess I'm to blame.
Yeah, the animations are a little rough. If we come across a parasite person who can still talk to us, it's even worse because they have this like plastered smile on and they keep talking and it's horrifying. It does feel unusual. Seems like a pretty expensive mistake.
I know. I don't think I've got bits enough to cover losing a mechanical. I really don't want to lose her.
I'll keep my eye out. That's fine.
Thanks so much. It would have been mighty lonely without her. Being unemployed, I mean. Be lonely being unemployed.
Sure, whatevs. Seems
If you
normal.
find Betty, try sneaking up and hacking her. If you can't do that, finding a way to stop her current routines should send her back home.
All right, we got some options. Good to know. Yeah, I will. All right, I have that. Okay, I'm gonna go over to the place with all the parasites. I'll show you one of the people who has the a parasite in her neck who will still talk to us. It's her. So you notice she has just like this horrible like
That's not funny.
weird smile on. You see why the animations are made like this? Oh, okay. So like it's moving the face based on what the sound effect is supposed to look like as opposed to being animated, like by hand. Yeah, I'll talk to her for a sec. So you see the parasite in her neck here.
Shipment of Rizzo's mock apple cider.
And she has this horrible smile over her
Was that the
face.
slogan? Never mind. Now I'd love to get
Oh,
you
that makes-
something,
okay.
Maybe a couple somethings. Whatever you
Interesting.
like, I can sell it to you at a low, low price.
Yeah, but this is horrible. This is horrifying. I didn't like it. Also, this thing's in her neck. Oops. That's really like that's interesting that that's sort of the way it kind of got done. Oh yeah, Oblivion did do that. You're right. I will say like the facial animation is one of the few things that Cyberpunk did right because of how the AI was designed so that it could be dubbed in any language and the lip sync would still work. That was one of the things I thought was really neat about that game was the they had a whole facial like sound recognition to make the words and the shapes work the right way. All right, so we got to find a robot. We're trying to find the prophet of profitability. Oh, you were in game dev? That's pretty cool, dude. All right, I'm gonna take like a quick 2-minute break, and then I'll be right back. So hopefully you don't get too bored. But I'll be right back. Don't go nowhere. All right, perfect timing. Okay, we're back, and here we are. I appreciate you hanging out as long as you do, man. It's definitely nice to not talk to myself like a crazy person every night. All right, so let's go look for the milk mech. Drinking under 2 minutes, man? That's the dream. What are we drinking tonight? All right. Oh, you're right there. I'll leave it alone for now. All right, we're looking for the robot that went missing. Ooh, some gin? Nice. All right. It's 12 a.m., so what's 7 hours ahead of me? Like, out of apple juice to make yourself a whiskey cocktail? Ooh, that'd be good too. All right, so if it is 12 a.m. where you are, is that like what, Germany? Somewhere in that area? Central Europe? There's Betty. Let's see what's going on. Although, if it's gin and whiskey as opposed to something like a beer, B-I-E-R, who knows? Oh, it's canids. She's trying to milk dogs, dude. Not great. All right. So just saying, repair Betty or help it complete its task by killing the canids. Seems logical. Let's start sniping. Let's look at my other sniper rifle that I picked up. Way better. I don't think I have another sniper rifle on me. That's fine. It's not much better in terms of zoom. That's fine. All right. Popped. Is that everybody? Yeah, like the replying is definitely a muscle I need to keep practicing on. It's not something I've flexed a lot before. Can I talk to you? Hello. Great. Love the hat. All right. Oh, more dogs over there. Later. Goodbye. All right. Some meats. Thank you. Great. Oop. All right, what's over here in general? There's a building of some kind. We should explore it after I level up. I should take drugs first and now level up. All right. So, what do we got? Where are we at? My lockpick's at 99. Caught myself talking to myself in an empty parking lot, commenting my actions in English, not from an English-speaking country. That's pretty fun. That happens. I get it. I don't speak to myself in different languages, but I definitely speak to myself. Drugs first, that's real. Or else your skills will be all whack and you don't really know what you actually need. So, kind of in general, melee is straightforward. Ranged are different guns. What's neat about this game is when you have skills, you invest in like the genre until they get to 50, and then you can invest specifically in an item. So like this, in this case, you know, I had to get these guys kind of up close to 50 before I could specialize into rifles. These are your, you know, persuade options. How sneaky are you? I probably should bump this up more, but I don't really need to anymore. Tech is like people you can talk to. If you have high enough medical skill, you can add more things to your health kit. So you can like both heal yourself and like get bonus health regen over time or better damage or stuff like that. Leadership is how you talk to your teammates. Stealth archer for sure. I was afraid I was going to end up a stealth archer, but I decided specifically to not get silenced things and go loud as much as I could because I wanted to be a talky guy who shot his way out of things. But hacking and lockpicking are really important because, you know, obviously you find a lot of things when you do that. So, let's see. What do we want to do here? Like these are in okay. Like I'm not going to use these a lot. Leadership is fine. I think I will keep pushing. Persuade, and hacking is way above where I need it to be, so that's fine. And lockpicking. That seems good. Because that means I can hack, you know, high-level ones without putting on my lockpicking hat. That's good. All right, great. And then also your companions get perks every couple of levels. So these are my two people right now. Parvati's great. She's an engineer. She's also into ladies and asexual. So that was like a fun, like romantic. You got to help her like get ready to take a girl on a date and find her all the nice stuff she wants. So that was neat. All right. They take damage, they gain armor. It's not bad. Effects inflicted. Reset cooldowns. Oh, they have special abilities. I haven't used them in a second because I'm probably over leveled, but I should use them for the next like big fight maybe. After they can perform their ability, that's not bad. Just flat damage is probably good. Max was a priest. He's also like a violent, like he's got like a lot of rage in him. So he's like really angry all the time. Yeah, what's up? So Homorum, I don't really remember how I'm supposed to say it anymore. It's like a bastardized Latin. It's supposed to mean man of gold. And that's like kind of like my last name. It was a name my dad used to use a lot, and so I decided to steal it from him when I decided to have an online personality. Yeah. All right, what's up here? All right, more dogs. All right, here's a dog. Hit it with a hammer. Basically. You screamed a lot, buddy. Yeah, if my dad ever wanted to sue me for it, I guess he would really have to care. But I don't think that's like big on his priorities list. All right, so people were camping out here. Interesting. No parasites out this way, though, interestingly enough. All right, so go talk to that gal for turning in the finding the robot quest. What's up, girl?
Hey, I almost can't believe it. Betty found her way back. Here I was thinking I'd never see her again.
She was trying to milk canids.
Oh, Betty, you big goof. What were you thinking in that little metal noggin of yours? You nearly worried me to death.
People probably do taste good in this universe.
The most reliable freelancer in the colony. Let me just take a look at Betty here and we'll talk about payment. Yep, that's right. Her parameters for movement and target acquisition are a mess. I'll bring her back to the garage and get her sorted out.
Good.
When Betty's back safe and sound, I'll be sure to let my coworkers know that you're a good one.
Tastes like chicken, I think, right?
For your effort. Least I can do to show my thanks.
Good, thank you. I'm not gonna... But one should never know if they should. Try to keep an eye on her.
Oh, I won't be turning my back on Betty again, believe me. Thanks again for all your help. You really saved us both from the edge.
Totes. All right, later. All right, so as you notice, there are factions and you can gain and lose reputation with them. Like, for example, the main bad faction, the board, I have, like, shoot on sight levels of dislike from me. So, like, if I go back to the main game, they might shoot me on sight. They can mean a little. Like, in this case, we're doing a murder mystery, so, like, people definitely have things to say, but, like, I haven't really encountered dialogue options that, like, lock me out of anything. I've yet to lose quest progress or progression abilities because of dialogue. Like, so the guards around here are part of a company called Sublight, and there's a non-DLC faction that's associated with them, and I tried to, like, sweet talk the main mission giver there to give me more money, and she was like, no, dude, that's not how this works, and I lost reputation with them a little bit, but, like, not enough for it to super matter. There are some shops in different places where you have to be in good standing to buy specific items from them. But, like, I've yet to encounter someone who's like, you're way too nice with Faction A, and I'm part of Faction B, so I'm not going to be friends with you. In most of the main planets, there is a way to kind of resolve... There's always, like, an issue between two different groups, and there's usually a way to resolve both for the best interest of everyone. Oh, kind of like WoW? Okay. I didn't play a lot of World of Warcraft, so I don't know. All right, you two are pretty just chilling over here. What's up?
Sorry, but we're a little busy right now. I'm sure one of the other guys would be happy to give you a tour.
Lawrence, do you know who you're talking to? We always have time for the inspector.
The inspector? That's you? I am so sorry. We didn't know what we were doing. We're so sorry. It'll never happen again.
Okay. What are you guys doing here? Oh, so you notice here dialogue option. A little bit, I guess, yeah, kind of a lot of things going on in this game. So you'll notice I have a dialogue option because I have a high enough perception level to talk about it. It's kind of New Vegas-y where you can see... So like in New Vegas, if you didn't have enough skill points to pass a particular speech check, you can kind of see the joke option that always fails. In this game, you can always see a speech check that might happen, or a thing you can say, but I kind of don't like... So it just, like, it shows, like, you could have used this if you had, like, 50 in engineering. I kind of don't like that it shows me that. I would rather, like, be rewarded. Oh, like, you get... Oh, to lock out of the store, I see. I think it would be kind of fun to be rewarded for having a different play style and seeing new dialogue options as opposed to seeing, well, if you had a high enough perception, you could have said this, you know? What are you guys doing?
Law, it's all over. you someone would catch on sooner or later, Belle.
Lawrence, let me do the talking here. Inspector, pay him no mind. I'm sure you've bigger saltuna to can than us.
What did he mean by catch on?
Don't pay him any mind, Inspector. His upper story's a little gap-tooth, if you know what I mean. But seeing as you insist on sticking your... That is, since you're so curious, I'll fill you in on what we're doing.
All right, you Harry Potter looking crazy piece of shit.
Misplaced some people on our last tour. Misplaced them in the maws of some local predators. Now we're stuck here wondering how to get their room keys.
That's not great. Your guidees were eaten by canids.
Might have been raptidons. I find it hard to tell them apart, especially when my glasses get fogged up.
I can relate to that part, Harry Potter. Give me one good reason I shouldn't sell you out. No, I'll be more straightforward. All you care about is the room keys.
We all got our priorities. Not worrying about those keys ain't gonna bring their owners back from the dead. Anyway, the sooner we get those keys back, the sooner we can make it look like the ex-guests checked out early.
Trying to care about the guests. I mean, I don't really care about the guests. They're all rich people.
Wouldn't you? I mean, the dangers were all listed in fine print on the waivers they signed. Least they can do is not destroy our reputation when they get themselves killed. We knew sooner or later this was gonna happen. We've got some hush money tucked away. If you can get those keys for us, it's all yours.
I got your keys. What stopped me from telling your bosses?
You kidding? You're welcome to.
Our bosses would want this situation resolved, just like us.
Okay.
We're the real victims here. The dead can't suffer anymore, but we can, and we will if we have to pay for all these lost keys.
You see the attitude of the game, you know, the company doesn't care about the dead people. They care about getting the keys back. I'll find the keys.
Did I just hear that right? The inspector is going to help us, Bill. Thank the stars.
But like they're so kind of talking about like the dialogue options and like choices and impacts.
We lost all the guests deeper in the wilderness, Inspector. That'd be a good place to look.
I'll be back when I find the keys. All right. One of the first, like maybe like the second big story mission, you have to go to like an information broker. Very capitalist, right? You go to an information broker, and she basically tells you, I have like coordinates to where you want to go to next. You can either pay me 10 grand for it, or if you find out what's going on at this other city and find out, like, you know, if there was a distress beacon that went out, tell me what's going on over there. Maybe I'll trade you that information for the coordinates. And so you go there, and there's like 3 or 4 people who all have quests that you can basically take back and say, hey, they were working on experimental weapons, or they were trying to make a new deodorant, like things that you could use as leverage to trade for the coordinates of where you want to go. However, I kind of blindly went through and did all the missions, so I had nothing to give back to her. So she was like, neat that you found all that stuff out. Too bad I can't use anything you've told me. So I'm just going to charge you for the money anyway. So it's kind of like a situation where like it's sort of a neat kind of consequence of, you know, I went in way too completionist and ended up without any anything to trade her for the coordinates with, and so I had to just pay for it out of pocket. So like that was one situation where it felt like the you know, how you actually proceeded in the world really mattered, and if you forgot that you came here to do a very specific job and get very specific information, you kind of screw yourself and have to pay your way out of the problem. All right. So, not ask for guests. I found some. Dead guest. Thanks. All right. What's under there? Let's explore this tunnel. I don't know where this goes. All right. I don't see bodies. I do see a lot of wilderness though. Rizzo's hunters. Okay. So these guys are just trying to hunt stuff. Sup, guys?
You don't know how grateful I am to the morale improvement program. Changed my life.
I wonder if this guy has a slug. You mentioned the morale improvement program. I can't really see. Oh well. What are you guys up to?
You want to stay safe? Head back into the hotel.
No.
Can't believe we got to deal with marauders on Eridanos.
Sure.
I don't know what I'm doing out here. I'd rather be over at the canteen.
Dude, same. Cantinas for days. All right. So, this is where we saved the robot. So let's go this way. I already went over here. Never mind. Let's go the other way. But, like, it's a really, like, I like the art direction. The art style is really nice. These are sprats. So what's over here? I don't see anybody. Oh. Mantisaurs. Okay. So this is kind of like a... These things are like a praying mantis meets a raptor. Let's just explore this end a little bit further. Just what's off the edge of the world. Yeah, the engine is really... Oh, don't fall off. I think I can get this to go up to like 144 or 160, like as high as my monitor hertz is, but after a certain FPS rate, it actually starts tanking the stream instead. But we're gonna... Yeah, so I have a 3070 graphics card and a Ryzen 3700, 5700. Not like the most expensive one, but like the middle range of the new Ryzen chips. Yeah, dude. So I have a PS4 Pro, and so a couple things will get to 60 FPS on that, but like a lot of them don't, and it's kind of silly that it won't. Vanilla Face Gaming, appreciate the follow. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you're not a robot. Had a lot of robots follow me recently. Although I feel like I remember your name from Rhett's streams. Yeah, I always wanted a gaming computer, and so I finally got the chance to save up for one. And you didn't even realize? Oh, I'm glad you saw the error of your ways. Yeah, man, I appreciate it. So much sadness. What's the word I was looking for? What was I trying to say? Yeah, like I always wanted a gaming computer since I was like a kid, and you know, pandemic and everything else, I finally got the chance to have saved up enough, and I went to the store on the right day and the graphics cards were there, and so I was like, yeah, I'm doing it, I'm pulling the trigger, and so bought my pieces and made a computer. Oh, I've been in your streams. Duh. Sorry. My brain is broken. Everything is broken. It's a Monday, and life is difficult. All right. We're kind of just ignoring the quest right now to explore and find things to shoot. If I don't find anything to the next couple 100 feet when I get to this big open area, I'll move on from what I'm doing. So I feel like... What's I'm looking for? Oh yeah, my other quest in this area is over there. Alright, let's just see what's going on in this spot. Met you through Brett. Okay, yeah, that's right. Now I remember. Okay. Now I remember. Cyrus Walgreen. Are you a slug boy? Not a slug boy. The hermit's cabin.
I don't know what it is you're looking for, stranger, but I reckon you better get. I've had about enough of you and your ilk coming by with your searching questions and expectant looks. I know you with those void-damned hunters, and I know what you want. Well, you ain't getting it.
This guy's face is not old enough to sound like this. What damn hunters are we talking about?
Like you don't know. That damn group of hunters that keeps coming by and hassling me. Nobody ever visits just because they want to gab with old Cyrus. No, they either want to poach me out of my land or poach me out of my best friend.
Why are the hunters giving you trouble?
Damn straight there are. Wish I could go show 'em what for, but I'm old. And I gotta make sure I don't get Callie into no trouble. Two of us have lived on the reserve for years. Every so often, someone comes by trying to steal our land grant and evict us. We hold our own, but it's mighty agitating.
Well, why not leave?
And do what? Go back to Rizzo's? I defected years ago. Only thing to look forward to would be a summary execution.
I could have that
I
happen.
don't reckon Callie'd have much interest either. Nope. Out here is where we're meant to be.
Okay, well, I can help you deal with the hunters.
Oh, that's great news. Cal, you hear that? We're finally getting some help.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, this is quite the unexpected turn of events.
That was a primal.
Hey, I think she likes you.
What's going on here?
Oh, why, that's Callie. I raised her myself when she was wee, and I was one of the first zookeepers at what would have been the Rizzo's all-natural caged animal park.
Mm-hmm.
Since Slug took the land complex over and the park was scrapped, she's been my sole companion. Reckon Slug noticed. They figured this place safe enough to entrust me with the land grant for the reserve. There's something about it being safer from corporate espionage.
Oh, interestingly enough, my bot recognized we did an emote combo. That was fun. I'm not sure which one is Vigor, Vanilla. I don't remember that one off the top of my head. Odd situation. I'm inclined to help.
Expect a stranger to do an unsolicited kindness to a standoffish old man. You're something else. I suspect you'll find the hunters that have been after me beyond the hills on the other side of the river from here.
Sure.
See if you can convince them not to poke around here.
I have some questions.
Shoot.
Speedrun challenge. Dude, I think once I beat this game, I'm going to go back to either Neo or finishing my Dark Souls 1 playthrough, because I really want to finish those games. I have Red Dead Redemption 2 installed too to play, but like that's like an 80-hour like nap of a game that I probably should take more time instead of trying to stream it for the first playthrough. Shoot, what's it like spending days with primals?
A lot better than spending your days with the Kana, that's
Oh,
for certain.
Tarkov on PS4. Okay, interesting. Neat.
And I think Callie is too. Ain't that right, Callie?
No, I haven't finished Dark Souls. I'm still stuck at the entrance of Blighttown. So I think that was probably the last time you were watching too, as I kept falling off that ladder. I just haven't come back to it yet because I'm kind of at the point where I'm close enough to this game where I should finish it, and that way I can move on. And hopefully, you know, maintain some of the people who are part of the audience in that realm.
Been a while. And for the most part, it's on the quiet side. Just not when those damn
That's kind of where I'm at.
hunters round about.
Maybe go through the Dark Souls games, finish Neo, see what people are kind of interested in seeing moving past that. All right, so I'll talk. Yeah, so I've started Dark Souls 1, Dark Souls Remastered, and Dark Souls 2, and Bloodborne. I've started all those and gotten not terribly far. I don't think I haven't beaten a single boss in Dark Souls 2 actually. Because I kept starting them and then and I stopped playing them basically. I'm at kind of my most progressed game of Dark Souls Remastered. Yeah, Outer Worlds 2 is definitely pretty fun. This is kind of a slower section just because it's so much talking. So it's not as much gunplay. But I think if we get back to a bigger set piece or another big moment, it might be fun to kind of enjoy the the shooting bits of it all. Just seeing if there's anything here worth stealing. You know, because I'm an upstanding member of society. Oh, you platinum Bloodborne? That's pretty cool. Yeah, I got it a while back, but like I said, I got past I like saying it wrong on purpose, Gasquagny. And then I just kind of stopped playing it for a minute and had to kind of change tack. All right, so I want to let's go back over here and talk to the hunters and maybe convince them to leave what's-his-face alone. Yeah, I started Dark Souls Remastered a couple weeks ago. My plan was to like marathon as much of it as I could. Oh, hello.
What about these tubes poking out everywhere? No, Trooper, stop asking stupid questions. Sorry, Commander.
All you did was play Bloodborne while you were working as a team lead at a game dev. That's pretty cool. What games did you end up developing, or what did you kind of have a hand in? Because that'd be kind of cool to hear about. Hello, Victoria.
You don't look like one of my hunters. What are you doing here?
Are you perhaps hunting Cyrus Wright? Cyrus Walgren?
Maybe I am, maybe I'm not. What's your business with him? Or with me?
Your agents leave him are dead. Leave him before the same happens to you. He sent me to kill you. Tell me why I shouldn't.
Certainly. I pay better.
Not good enough?
Oh, you void damn sprat fuck.
Okay,
Oh,
I can't talk my way out without killing these people. All right, well. Hello. Oh, I died. I died right away. Okay, note to self. That's a dangerous fight to get into. Well, I died on stream, guys. All right, what is my intimidate at right now? 91. Ooh, if I can get it over 100, I think I have something that does that. Intimidate plus 10. There we go. I dead. Visual novel title. Industry doesn't feel right because of like monetization and stuff, or like you just didn't vibe with it. Is it uncouth to tell me what game you worked on? Because I'd be kind of interested. I don't do a lot of visual novel stuff, but that might be kind of a fun thing to, you know, look at. Unless it's like a weird, not a weird, like lolly one, something like that. All right, so right now I have Intimidate 101. Great.
You don't.
Are you hunting Cyrus?
Maybe I am, maybe I'm not. What's your business with him? Or with me?
Lovesick visual story for women. Your agent's looking for her dead. Right, let's look this up really quick. Interactive story. Oh, okay. So it's like one of the like the story of the week ones. That's neat. That's cool, man. I mean, I will say it's probably not the kind of those aren't the games that I would probably go for, but like you made one. Like that's pretty neat like to start off with. I can barely make a YouTube video, so you're way ahead of me there. Your agent's looking for him are dead.
A threat? Seems you've forgotten you're outnumbered. Safety's off, everyone. Seems our prey has wandered to us.
Uh-oh. A crimson tree shall be your only memory. What a phrase.
Trouble incoming, Captain.
Oh, I died right away again. Okay, so I can't get out of this one, it looks like, without really going for the fight. Great. Great. What do I do? Lots of dudes here. Shadow Fight 3. I'm not familiar with that one. All right. Let's see. This is my best armor, I think. I think it's that there's 5 dudes who are all shooting me. He has a shotgun. And so like I think I'm just getting rinsed really quick. Vanilla, if you want to see just Dark Souls, you should check my VODs out of me dying to the Capra Demon like 20 times in a row. That's worth your time, I think. I got rinsed by the Capra Demon. Oh, I can wear this hat if I want. It makes a squeaky sound when I put it on. That's fun. All right. This is better armor. This is better armor by far. But I think it drops my intimidation back down. Is the problem. Yeah, it dropped down by 20. Oh, wow. Didn't realize... Okay. Looks like my bot is way too... way too sensitive. I should change that. Okay. Let's see. Let's see here. Apparently no D. I will have to remember to update that. That's kind of funny. I guess it is still on default, so it's like your the plain levels of messaging. Not persuade. Do I have an intimidate hat? I don't think I do. Persuade, lockpicking, guns, science. Ooh. Now we're testing it. We're going that route, huh? Termination, melee, sneak, medical. I don't have an intimidation hat. All right, so this really won't work if I don't want to die. Or if I wanted to talk my way out. But let's just put on the really heavy armor for a sec. Sorry to disappoint you. I will do better next time. All right, so I can't talk my way out of this. So let's arm up. Let's see what he has to say.
Like one of my hunters. What are you doing here?
Are you hunting Cyrus?
Maybe.
Give me a reason why I shouldn't kill him. That's a sufficient reason.
Your employer is an ex-Rizzo's employee who defected to Slug. He's currently in possession of a land grant that is rightfully ours. You cross him off and grab us that land grant, I'll see you rewarded. Handsomely.
All right.
Excellent.
All right, so I need to... I'll go talk to him again. So put this back on. My nice hat. I mean, you're holding your own, so... I feel like in terms of your English acumen. Still not dead, real. All right, dude. I don't want to kill you. Oop, not that. I want to be like, they want your land. Can I move you somewhere else? All right. Can you hand over your land grant?
Ah, I knew it. You'd quit asking if you know what's good for you.
I'm sure we can come to an agreement.
Ha! Think me a blame fool? I know a corporate greaser when I see one.
Well, I want to kill you,
People
dude.
only understand one thing: force. Well, I sure as hell have got force. Carl!
All right. If I die on this one, I'll try to find a different way. If I get through it, I'll deal with this one.
Is that Primal trying to talk to us?
Now, what is it you were saying?
Okay. Give me the land grant. I'll tell the hunters you died. No one will bother you. Okay. That seems like an okay solution.
Oh, sure, it'll be fine until the zoners come looking for somewhere to put a new candy refinery and find an old man and his primal squatting on their land. Oh, hell. I can see when I'm beat. Fine, then. I just hope that whoever ends up in control of the reserve takes a while divvying things up.
Sorry, dude.
The grant to the land complex is yours, stranger. And I guess our business is complete.
Sorry, dude. Sorry, bro. I don't know what else to do for you here. They are really good at killing me, so didn't feel great about the whole process, but we'll get through it. Oh, don't look at me. I don't want that. Don't look at me, you pile of bugs. If I run... Oh, you guys will start fighting. Alright, I'm gonna just run back this way. Friends, come here.
I'll be right there.
Oh, they gave up. Sweet.
I am en route, Captain.
Alright. Next time, here we go. Let's talk.
You return. I hope you bring news.
He shouldn't trouble you anymore. What's your problem with the
You
man?
mean you don't know the story? This atmospheric complex was first annexed by Rizzo's. We'd planned a lovely wildlife-themed attraction to be built here. Alas. Due to some backhanded and admittedly shrewd legal footwork on Slug's part, Rizzo's ownership of the complex was lost. Now we rent it from Slug. I seek only to have what was stolen returned to us.
I don't know how I feel about that. I've reasoned with him. He shouldn't trouble you.
Oh, thank the law. And you've brought the land deed. To say you were more capable than the hunters I hired would be a vast understatement. I hope there were no complications.
He had a giant primal guarding him. You didn't mention that before.
A giant primal? As a guard? Please don't make me laugh. No one tames primals, let alone senile old men.
There was a giant one. I'm not going to keep. Whatever.
I'm sure there was, sweetie.
Wow, I could kill you right now.
Thank you for your efforts to allow us to regain what is rightfully ours. Here is your reward.
Thanks, I guess. Jerk. All right. That's one mission done. Oops. Yeah, so one thing with the DLC, the map takes a really long time to load. I think it's because this is all one zone with no loading. Like, it's just a huge map, maybe. So I think that's, like, the big reason why it kind of... The map always loads really slowly, but for now, we are going to keep finding keys. So we'll start back at the hunting supplies area. All right. Pressing onwards. And by that, I mean going this way. And jumping. Okay. Alright, this is the closest one. If I get it this way, I suppose. You're just a regular tourist, it looks like. No neck parasites. What's ahead? What's going on over here? Andy Canyons? What a great name. Dead guests. So, that'll take me towards the next main mission, so I'll go south first. As I explore these abandoned buildings. Sprats, nice. Good to see you. Nice ammo piles. Don't hate that. All right. Here we go. Tourists, tour guides. That's a pile of shit. What's up?
You want to stay safe? Head back into the hotel.
Do you have no comments about that pile of shit? I'd love to hear more. Great. Great. Cairo, appreciate you dropping by, man. It was really nice to have you here and chatting. Probably see you tomorrow in Brett's stream. And I'll be hopefully streaming. I might be streaming tomorrow. I'm not sure. I might be going to a concert instead. We'll see. But I will be back again on Thursday either way. So I appreciate you coming by, man. Can I get up there with these boxes? No. Okay, that's fine. All right. Great. Great. Onwards. Thank you. All right. Dead hotel guest to the south. What do we got going on? All right, lots of sand. Which makes me think raptidons, maybe? Out of my reach because of the kid family stuff. Yeah, I get that, man. I mean, I don't have kids, but I do work a lot. It's been busy times. So similar but different, I guess will be the best way to put it. But if you're around, I'll say hi, and hopefully you can get a chance to pop in and say what's up. All right. Oh, okay. What's going on? Where we got? What do we got? Oh, they're too close. They're too close. Great. Heal. Run away. Okay. You jerk. You jerk. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Lots of dead things. Always important. Weird desert vibes over here. All right. Where's the dead guy? There you are. Dead hotel guest. Thanks, man. Pretty swell. All right, so we'll run around this way. Keep exploring. Do what we can. I don't even know if there's anything worth doing on the edge of this rock, besides falling off and dying. Alright, back the other way. I don't think I can Skyrim my way up here. Oh well. Alright. Finding another dead guy's keycard. And we're just gonna go for a nice, casual stroll through the floating island resort of Eridanos. There's been a murder, but we're not worried about that right now. Just looking for things to fight to the death. Like you, and you, and you. What's up? Great. Feeling good. Nice, happy trees, happy moments fighting things. This is a hilarious looking cactus. I wish I could take a picture of this. Can I take a picture of this actually? I don't know if it works. I think there's photo mode. I don't remember photo mode. That'd be funny though. All right, moving on. Our next. All right, these are guards. Just regular dudes, right? Tour guides, guards. What are you guys up to? How's it going?
Mr. Kincannon really knows how to run a hotel.
I bet. All right, you guys are just down here for some reason. There's Raptidon's like right there, like within view.
I don't know what I'm doing out here. I'd rather be over at the cantina.
Will you guys help me if I start a fight? I don't know if you will. Oh. All right, let's go over here. Great. We got him. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Mission accomplish. What a big old wall. All right. One more key card left, and then we'll talk to the prophet of profitability. Everyone's mad. Everyone's mad. Everyone's mad. Oh, you're so strong. Didn't expect that. Stun you guys. If it works, stun you.
Your life was merely an illusion anyway.
Pew. Oop. Heal you guys. Oh no! Get up! Get up! Get up! You almost made it all the way through the fight. That's fine. Alright. Killing giant lizards on the moon. The way the Lord intended. Alright, back to Rollicking Hills, I guess. Or where am I? Okay. Canids are this way. A mega canid. Alright, we'll go for slow-mo time. Pop you. Great. Oh, blew you up. That was neat. Unexpected.
Oh, hey, Candy Canyon! I know this place. It's where they did Free Range Fixer.
Candy Canyons. Oh. That's if I came through that other direction. Okay. Okay. Lots of nice materials. It's over that way. It's a big open space. Let's just see what's going on over yonder. Mantisaurs. Primals. Alright, I'll leave those guys alone for now. Probably end up going over there eventually. Not too upset about that yet. Alright. We're looking for one last key card.
I'll keep quiet.
Oh, it's right here. Unfortunately, they have like a hit scan spit attack, so it's hard to get like, you can't like get the drop on them and stay high up. They'll like hit you from far away. Whoop. Alright, you're scared for me for now. Who's around? Who's doing what? Do you mind? Do you mind, everybody? Do you mind at all? Like, let's not do that. Let's not. Let's not. Great. Could you not do that? All right. Here is our last Hunter Automag pistol. Interesting. Take those. Those are done. So now we will go to the Productivity Queen. She's next. She's over there. Quick 70 meters away. Inside this building. The abandoned Rizzo's bunker. Join us for the Profit of Profitability seminar. Okay. All right. Okay. What do we got weapon-wise? This is losing value a lot. I should break down some of these weapons. I'm going to hold on to that one. This is not good. Great. The Udder Buddy. Oh, I didn't even notice this. Can stagger. Stick it near the bolt. The wrench seals itself. Neat. Okay. Hunting rifle hyper. I have better guns. I'll break this one down. Maybe I'll get one of my mods out of it. Keep that. All right, man. Appreciate the lurking. Good luck with your Apex stuff, man. All right. These are the same. I'll break this one down because it's worth more. All right. Okay. Okay. Great. In here we go. Ooh, you're really close to my face. Okay. She's just chilling in there, I guess.
Captain, what is this place and why is everybody acting so strange? Oh, law. They ain't cannibals, right?
No. What's up?
I'm going to absolutely murder the next quarterly report.
What a great attitude, buddy. How are you?
I'm going to absolutely murder the next quarterly report.
You're all saying the same thing. I can't read that. I guess live in squalor and do what you want, I guess. I could lockpick that, but she'll see me. Can I close this door? There's not a door here. Great. Okay. That's an indoor campfire. That's not good for breathing. All right. Interesting. Just straight up skulls. That's a choice they've made. Okay. Pick up these teeny tiny earrings. No one will notice. All right, come on in. Ooh, what am I stuck on? Okay. Close the door. I don't need to sneak. I'll just take these. Gotta put on the lockpicking hat. All right.
Nicely done.
Take that. Take it and break it down. Great. Chatting hat back on. You have a mod on. That's fine. I should have read what it was. Oh well. Oh well. All right. Out of this room. What's in this room? Money. Never a bad thing. Bed. Can't read the notes. Just looking around. Seeing what's what. There is exactly one enemy back here somewhere. Wonder what that's about. Magnum. Pocket watch. Great. Another room full of lots of body parts. They love their skulls here. It's a weird thing. Weird choice. Okay. Let's save so we don't accidentally start a war with a whole team. Oh, they got parasites. Okay. That's fine. I'll leave you guys be. You have parasites, I'll deal with you later, I'm sure. I don't like that you guys run around. It's very unsettling. Well, it's back here. I see sprats. Please come through.
I'll be right there.
Go over there.
Okay, moving out.
Oh, you guys are chilling, so that's fine.
Be right there.
Great. Alright, you're just regular sprats, I think. Yeah, regular. You're just wildlife, you're not an enemy. Take your mag picks, because you're all horrible people. You got parasites in your basement. See how that plays out. Don't need shovels. Alright. Hat goes on again. Like it does. Thank you. I'll take these and break them down. Alright. Break it down. Break it down. Break it down. Great. Great, 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 great. Great. Alright. Were you T-posing to establish... No, you were stretching. Okay, I was like, are you establishing dominance? At me? How dare you? Alright, that was the way I came in. This is the only place I haven't explored, and she's just staring at me. I wonder if I can't get away with it. Okay. Okay. Science room. Interesting. Tactical shotgun. Take that. Note all employees working in the holy caves Atmospheric complex now belongs to Sublight. Under the terms of the new intercorporate agreement, all employees will be viewed as corporate spies. While you remain here, you will not be under Rizzo protection, nor will you be paid for any continued work. Please report to property. All right. Don't use resources to continue to survive. As expected. Don't need those. Just a science-y room. No computers to use, it looks like. Interestingly enough. Nope. So what's going on in the codex here? Logs. Project end notice. That's what I just read. Okay. That's all. All right. Nothing else in the science room for now. Let's go talk. Weird. Tense.
She said I must burn away the old me in order to be transformed. I can feel myself.
Oh, they're pretty crazy. That's fun. All right, workbench. You get repaired. Oh, I want to repair. Ooh, that's a big bonus in damage. It's a bonus. So, repair. You're not getting impacted at all. Armor. You're fine, you're fine. All this is fine, okay. Modify. Deadeye assault rifle. Slow firing rifle. Let's see what we can. I wish I could take this scope out. Exacto sight. Extendo sight. Can I put that in? Yes. That's what I want. You're now an actual, N-ray damage. So that's like sci-fi damage over time. Plasma, electric, magazine size. Damage per minute goes up. What do we got over here? Rate of fire. Don't hate that. Silenced. Silenced weapon is interesting as well. Reduce the weapon sway. Critical damage. You know, fuck it. Let's make a silenced sniper rifle. And we will make it an N-ray gun, because why not? So, my DPS has gone down, but N-ray means damage over time, I believe. So that would be an interesting kind of combo. Worst case, I'll find another gun. I'm not too worried about it. All right, tinkering. In this category, bump up the weapon. Let's pump up the jams a little bit. Upgrade available. I got an achievement. What is it for? Gear 30 times. Okay, that's fine. Getting them chivos. Great. All right. This really isn't prohibitively expensive, so I'm just going to do this until I can't. 35. It's level 36. Level 37. Now it's getting prohibitively expensive. I'll bump this up a little bit. Get you at least to the 500 range if I can help it. Oh, no greater than 5 levels above your own. Okay, so this is as high as I can get that one. Okay, that's fine. What about you, buddy? Let's bump up my armor rating as much as I can. 27. 30, that's okay. 84 armor. That's not bad. And this isn't really a combat helmet anyway. Alright, I've used up a lot of money. A fair whack of it, more than half. That's okay. What's this terminal say? Welcome. If you are in search of a seminar, please speak to the Prophet of Profitability directly. Messages on this terminal are private. Should you read them, your humors may be thrown off balance. Is your curiosity worth the loss of profits? From Ruth Bellamy. I've talked with my agents. They've told me what I said about your seminars. Actually lost you about 30% of your revenue for the next 3 months, with future losses projected. When I said I wasn't much interested in attending, I didn't really realize it had hit you quite as hard as it did. I guess it's the price of stardom. Everyone listens a little extra. I'm hoping if you've got space that I might be able to attend one of them as a means of apologizing. I noticed it was just short. Okay, so she didn't mean to, like, snuff her. So Ruth Bellamy is the one who's dead. She died, and we're trying to figure out what's happened to her. And people have said that basically this actress didn't like the Prophet's seminars, and that's why they're, like, at odds with each other. But it turns out she didn't realize she was going to say something so aggressively bad. All right, Lee Whitaker, the mix of herbs I sent you has worked. I was skeptical at first about using them for meditation. What do I know about productivity? Remember what I told you? Don't cut the herbs asymmetrically. Don't leave them out in the sun. Make sure you keep the smoke doses small. Don't send them into a coma. From your devoted attendees. The other attendees of Tripling Profits through Transcendentalism and I have reconvened. We are at an agreement. Your seminars are simply top-notch. A 0.5 increase in each of our businesses in total profit since we attended your seminar together. Of course, with the price of materials, shipping, and other costs, it boils down to more of a 0.1% increase. Any increase is anything. If it's the Grand Colonial, let us purchase you a round of drinks. Okay. Here's a vending machine. Buy some ammo. Sell all my junk. All right. Sell you. Because you're in mint condition. I'll sell you because you're in mint condition. Don't need a champion tossball stick is different from the signed tossball stick. So I'll sell you. In this realm, this is like, these are unique items. Armored tossball. Lots of hats. Hats are important to me. All right, I'll leave all this here. Probably have use for it in some way or another. Okay. In this area, however, I don't really need... I'll hold on to the red, because no one needs this much stuff. You can go... Keep the Spectrum Brown. Don't need that. Woolly milk. It's funny. You can go... Natural health regen. Personality goes up. Dexterity, perception, and charm goes down. Natural health regen. Weapon sway. Natural health. Adrena time. Strength and charm. Mind and dexterity go down. Temperament increases. The willies. Interesting. Okay. I have a lot of mods. I don't really need them all. Name, value to weight ratio. N-ray, melee damage, electro surface. Sure sight barrel. All right, that's okay. Okay, dude, I hear you. Do you have a name? No.
Absolutely murder the next quarterly report.
Elia Mason. What's up? I'm in the fire. That was a mistake.
Hello. Welcome to the Prophet of Profitability's Private Prosperity Retreat. Stay positive, and soon all your humors will be balanced.
Great.
At least that's what I keep telling myself. Anyway, I'm Elia Mason. I work as the Prophet's right-hand woman. What can I do for you?
What can you tell me about this retreat?
If you felt imbalanced and unproductive, linger in your malaise no longer. We have all the amenities and practices for calming the ill humors strangling your potential. Sit for hours in our sweat house and sweat them out, or stand amidst burning coals and feel your productive inhibitions burn away.
That sounds
And
horrible.
remember, think positive. Positivity equals productivity equals profitability.
Great. Do you know the Prophet well?
Of course. I've been studying under her for years. I know each of her techniques more or less by heart, and even have some variations of my own, such as the quintuple daily stomach purges.
That sounds awful.
She's promised me that I'd be allowed to open my own branch of the retreat someday soon.
Oh, I see.
Of course, I've been waiting
what
on
she means.
someday soon for coming up on 4 years now.
Hmm.
I'm sure it's gonna happen anytime now.
You seem less than enthused for a positivity disciple.
Oh, terribly sorry if I gave you that impression. I had a cramp. It's better now.
Great lie.
I mean, it might be nice if I had a little inclination of whether the Prophet appreciated all the cooking and cleaning and hours of meditation I do on a daily basis. But whatever she thinks isn't for me to question. I'll do my best to be more chipper.
All right. I'm looking into the murder. I want to ask you some questions.
My. Yes, this is important enough for me to delay my bi-hourly self-flagellation. Ask away.
All right. The Prophet had some kind of feud with Halcyon Helen, right? Well, I'll start with the beginning. Where were you at the time of the murder?
I was here at the retreat in the company of the other disciples and clients. I rarely have more than a few minutes of alone time. Which is fine, of course. I do what I do in the service of the Prophet.
She's not bitter at
Will,
all.
I'm sure reward me for my sacrifice. Eventually.
Yeah, probably. Probably, gal. All right. Is there any unusual behavior going on?
Well, by and large, no. But something rather odd did happen regarding the Prophet recently.
Did she get eaten by a slug?
Hours after our high-profile visitor arrived a couple of days ago, the Prophet asked me to take over sessions for the remainder of the day.
Suspicious.
At first, I was excited. Thought it was my chance to show her what I could do in charge. But then I saw that she was deeply worried about something. No one saw her until the next day.
They had a feud, right?
Yes, the circumstances there are quite unfortunate. For a time, the Prophet was completely despondent. Even the hot coal walks weren't buoying her spirits as they usually do.
Interesting.
However, we recently had a high-profile visitor whose presence seemed to alleviate whatever the Prophet's fears were.
Who's that? Was it Spencer?
Oh, you must have misheard me.
Oh,
I
LOL.
said high profile, not had profile.
Sorry.
Mr. Woolrich comes...
All right. Tell me about the profile person. Who was it?
I'm actually not entirely certain. It was a surreptitious visit that stood out because it was surreptitious. Whoever it was must have paid the Prophet quite a lot to keep things quiet. At least
Interesting.
that's the only reason I can think of for intentionally keeping things so hush-hush.
All right. Well, that's all for now about that.
Certainly.
Goodbye.
I
Okay.
noticed the Prophet dragging something, a bundle, away from the retreat after that high-profile guest arrived.
Stop saying
I'm the one who
high-profile
does her
guest.
laundry, so it was strange. Especially because whatever she was dragging seemed oddly human-shaped.
Not great. Are you sure it was a body?
I think so. Had the right size and shape.
There's lots of skulls everywhere. I'll look into it. Okay, well. The desert out by the body. Oh, she looks crazy. That'll be fun. She looks wackadoo. All right, let's go find the body first. Hello.
By imagining wealth, I can evoke prosperity out of the universe.
That's fine. Not weird at all. You're running towards me. You're walking away from me.
It's not good enough to be better than everyone.
Great. All right. Anything else in these lockers? Lots of food things. All right. I'm going to go look for the body first. And then I think we'll call it after that. So we'll look for the body. And then we'll call it for the night. And then tomorrow, if we're streaming again, we will talk to the Prophet of Profitability.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Oh, let's see. Recent set of tracks in the dirt stands out from dead leaves and those made by passing creatures. Okay.
Identifying human footprints leading out into the wilderness. It is unusual for productivity disciples to wander more than a few feet from the camp.
Okay. Are they Helen's?
Scanning. No. Helen's distinctive shoe size not found. Judging by footprint depressions and shoe size, these prints were either made by the Prophet of Profitability or Adjutant Sophia Akande. Error. Recalibrating. These footprints were made by the Prophet of Profitability.
35 more minutes for watching. I'm sorry, dude. I usually go till about 6:30, maybe 7. It can depend. But it's almost dinner time over here, so I'm gonna have to roll in a little bit.
Additional tracks belonging to the Prophet of Profitability.
So we'll have to see. We'll see how long this chunk of the quest takes us.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Yep.
Detected additional tracks belonging to the Prophet of Profitability.
Yeah, I hear you.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
All right.
Detected additional tracks belonging to the Prophet of Profitability.
Here we go. Disturbed ground.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
This is just body shape.
Judging by the shape of this indentation in the dirt, a person of medium height and build laid here for a number of hours, scanning for other details. Only additional signs of disturbance are a few marks in the dirt.
Okay. Am I imagining things? Whoever's done here got up.
No sign of struggle or evidence of wildlife consumption of body. Suspected likelihood of user correctness, 86%.
Strange. Let's keep that in mind then, I guess. All right, well. All right, you know what? That took not that long. Let's run back and see if we can't get some more information out of the Prophet. See where the story takes us. All right, I'm talking to you. It's pretty incensey over here. Dissident Queen Chapter 1. All right. Read that later. Nothing worth stealing. No discrepancies. Got my sweet dreads on. Let's talk.
Fruitful and productive welcome, brother. I had a feeling you would visit me. I offer a wide variety of productivity seminars. I hope you'll consider taking one. But I should remember my manners. To what do I owe the pleasure of the Special Inspector's arrival?
How did you know I was the inspector? How'd you know I was an inspector?
My disciples come to and from the Grand Colonial, bringing supplies and information. Knowing what happens at the hotel affects my livelihood, after all.
Okay, sure.
With that said, I'd love to involve you in one of my productivity seminars. We should clear you of all those nasty, nasty humors hampering your potential.
Humors?
As science has taught us, the body is made up of two things, flesh and humors. These humors are semi-fluids that, when improperly balanced, may cause you to function inadequately.
Okay.
By signing up for my seminars, you can balance these humors for only mildly inordinate and repeat payments. Cancellation is subject to repercussions.
Interesting. What kind of repercussions?
Nothing you need concern yourself with, brother. It's all in the contracts. But of course, no one needs subject themselves to such repercussions.
So I use Streamlabs Pro, and with that you can link the Streamlabs bot with an existing Twitch account. So I just made a new account for the bot, and so it'll post as the mod, basically. So the Streamlabs bot that's kind of built into the system will use my second account's name as the poster instead of just the standard Streamlabs bot. All right. Okay. So I'm not gonna do sprat oil. What do you offer?
We offer a wide variety of seminars for all your corporate needs. Employees not working hard enough? Employees dying too often? It's most likely your managerial humors.
Okay.
And of course, seminars for balancing the energies of your business offices. Interior decorating is much more important for success than many would believe. If any of this sounds at all interesting to you, might I interest you in the first 82 words of our most popular seminar's introduction? Free of charge.
82 words sounds pretty good.
Byzantines live lives fraught with competition, and that competition can be immensely stressful. You must, first of all, find a way to balance your thinking. Think not of bits lost, but of those you have yet to gain. After all, peace leads to productivity, and productivity leads to profit. Though thought alone won't balance you. We have a strict regimen to promote humor clearing. Session attendees stand on burning coals, sit for hours in our productivity smokehouse, and of course, fast throughout.
I need to suffer in order to be productive.
Precisely.
Okay.
The barriers within yourself will break down as your skin sweats and blisters, giving the evil humors the proper space to escape. It's my patented method.
All right. I'm going to ask you some questions. We're going to move right past all that. Answer truthfully.
I'm surprised. I wouldn't think the two of us would have much to discuss about her.
Oh, are you having trouble with Elgato? I haven't really streamed from my PlayStation that much to try it out. Maybe I'll see that and do some Bloodborne or something sometime.
Never mind.
I haven't encountered a lot of issues with it. Oh, I've also streamed my Nintendo Switch with the Elgato, but I have a PCI Express. I have like an internal Elgato card. I don't have an external one, so maybe that might be an issue. Where were you at the time of the murder?
Why, I've been at the Wilderness Exploitation Reserve for quite some time now, as my disciples can attest. In fact, I haven't visited the Colonials since I arrived several weeks ago. Bad energies, you understand.
Oh. An external one? Okay. Huh, that's really weird. I'm not sure what that might be. Did you contact Helen after you left the Grand Colonial?
She had no interest in my seminars, and I had no interest in attempting to convert a stubborn actress. Why would I have had any cause to engage with her further?
Okay. I'd think real careful before you lie to me again. Bad for the humors to lie, Prophet.
Humors? I know all about humors. I needn't be lectured about them by... Forgive me. I take my work very seriously. Whatever the case, I didn't care to mention Helen's change in decision because she never showed up. I don't see how it matters.
Okay. You said you had no further interaction with Helen before her death, right?
Yes, that's correct. She made it clear that my seminars were of no interest to her.
Okay. I saw the message on her terminal about attending a session.
I suppose that does complicate things. Whatever the case, I didn't care to mention Helen's change in decision.
Okay, that's fine. Same answer. Someone said they saw you dragging a human-shaped lump into your yurt.
Who said that? I'll be sure to give them a special seminar on not needlessly implicating the person who puts food on their table. It was a bundle of clothing, brother. Even productivity geniuses need to do laundry from time to time.
Okay. The quicker I get to the truth, the faster I leave you alone.
Yes. I suppose the more quickly we get off this subject, the better. I had a visitor, yes, but as it turned out, some of my productivity techniques were too much for them. I had to drag them out by hand.
So you left them
Their peers
in the middle of,
and collected
like, what
them
the hell?
shortly thereafter. I'm sure whichever attendee it was is perfectly safe now.
Followed your trail where you dumped something in the wilderness. Is it the same comment?
Oh, really? What did you find there? What did I dump?
Nothing there. I'd say a body.
That all sounds like hearsay, brother.
Okay.
I'm delighted to extend.
All right, that's it for now, I guess. What can I talk to you about then?
Welcome. I'm delighted.
I'm going to answer questions about Helen.
What?
You and Helen didn't get
I
along.
wouldn't necessarily say that. The media tends to exaggerate. I will admit that her remarks about my seminars were rather unfortunate. However, I certainly wouldn't sharpen any sabers over it, if that's what you mean to imply. I only do that when my clients skimp on their bills.
All right, something
I
else.
hope you now realize that I had nothing to do with Helen's demise.
Well, I didn't know much more. All right, goodbye. The Prophet's Alibi. The herbs.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Okay.
Analysis suggests this to be a variety of herbs. Herbs have been uniformly treated with a pungent chemical mix. Warning: ingesting, smoking, or inserting non-corporation sanctioned substances into your ears may be harmful to your health.
All right. How would these be useful?
Prior analysis suggests these herbs reach peak effectiveness when users burn them and inhale the resulting smoke. Whether or not this increased effectiveness is good for an afflicted individual has yet to be determined.
All right. Can you analyze the chemical herbs these herbs were treated with?
Analyzing complete. Substances include woolly cow dander remover, sprat oil, and starship surface wax.
That was my bad. So what was going on with that? Ingesting or smoking. Okay, so solvents and essential oils. Okay. Taste them. Herbs are difficult to chew. The flavor is less bitter than you would have expected. Woodsy, like tripicale. Singed aftertaste. Slightly bitter taste than your average can of saltuna.
Hypothesizing potential side effects from herb consumption. Most likely outcome: decapitation.
LOL.
Slight possibility of calculation error.
All right. Okay. I can talk to you again. Also, you have slug slaves in your basement. I want to talk about that.
Welcome back.
Why won't anyone let me talk about the slugs?
I'm delighted to extend my desire to aid you, brother. How might I?
Okay. You got interesting herbs, huh?
Pleased that you noticed. Excellent eye, brother. The compound they're treated with is my own invention, designed to unlock an individual's true productive potential when burned. I can't say any more. Trade secrets, you know.
Sure. Toxic enough to potentially kill someone.
Clever work, Inspector. It seems even I can't slide my way out of the trap you've so intricately weaved. I admit it. I killed Helen by mistake. Helen changed her mind and wanted to attend one of my sessions. I, knowing the importance of the seminar, desired to truly galvanize her, though not to stop her heart. So when it came time, I chose to double Helen's dosage of productivity-enhancing herbs. I left her to meditate, and when I returned, she was dead. After that, I entered a less than coherent state. One of my disciples, it seems, witnessed me as I dragged Helen's body out into the wilderness.
Did you shoot the body at any time?
Laws, no. I hate guns. If I ever wanted to kill someone on purpose, I would have used a blunt weapon. Nothing quite like clubbing someone over the head.
I guess that's true. You didn't dump her at the Grand Colonial.
Do you jest? The guests at the colony. Besides, the hotel is ridiculous.
Okay. Are you sure she was dead?
No medical professional, but that certainly seemed the case. Usually,
Okay.
productivity-enhancing herbs typically do induce sluggishness.
You didn't... I'm not inclined. You didn't kill her. She died of a joke. Or not a joke. She died of a gunshot.
It's your job to arrest me, isn't it?
Halcyon Helen was found at the Grand Colonial. She was killed there.
I don't believe you. I think this is all a trick. You're trying to catch me in a lie. Get me to reveal my productivity secrets.
I don't know what you mean. Helen's body wasn't where you left it. She must have awakened and walked away.
No. Someone must have moved it after I killed her. One of my business rivals.
The only thing you've done is be negligent.
No. You can't trick me. I finally discovered what's...
What are you talking about?
I'm going to let this injustice happen. Ha! Tell the constable that I killed Helen. It's 1,000 times less miserable than whatever my enemies have planned.
I'm not going to get them to falsely imprison you. I'm not going to get them to falsely imprison you.
You monster! What am I supposed to do now? They'll be here
What are you
soon.
talking about? Like, that was weird. You didn't do anything. All right, let's go to your basement and kill all the bugs. And then we'll call it for the night. Don't know why you have slug men down here, but we're going to deal with them. No one seems mad about that upstairs, so what's going on, guys? All right.
Let's turn that frown upside down. I just want to be your friend.
All right. They're all dead. What was the point of being down here? Parasite research facilities. Run recovery routine. 2 files recovered. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. All right. I feel like this is going to be more in depth than what we're going to do right now, so I'm going to save it for the night, and we will call it. Appreciate you guys hanging out. When we come back next time, either that's going to be tomorrow or Thursday, depending on life stuff, I will keep exploring down here, and then we will continue our investigation into who killed Halcyon Helen. Thanks very much, you guys. Have a good night.